Stop playing. Stop playing. You playing around, bro. You playing. Hey everybody, welcome to the Rock House, where spiritual growth is and always will be the foundation. Let me tell y'all what done happened to me. Oh my, man. I have a very interesting job. But this is what happened, and I thought I told y'all this, but I guess I didn't. Anyhow, well, I'm standing in the front of this airplane, and me and my coworker are having a conversation, and this guy walks up in between us and stops, and I go, oh, okay, maybe he didn't realize that we was having a conversation, maybe he was, mistaken. But anyhow, so he stops in between us, and I look at him and he looks at me, and I look back at him and he looks back at me. Now we looking at each other, and I say, can I help you with something? And he says in a mumbled voice, yeah, the bathroom. And I thought, oh, okay, the brother was lost, okay, sure, yeah. Then I reach over to open the bathroom door for him, and as I'm pulling my hand away, he follows my hand with his eyes, like, and I was thinking, okay. And then he looks up at me, and you talking about dark pupils that are dilated. I was like, whoa. And he says, this ain't no game, bro. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry. And he says it again, and he puffs up this time, kind of like, I'm ready to go if you are. And he said, this ain't no game, bro. And I thought, okay, I know that, but what are you talking about? And he puffs up again like he's ready to do something. And at this point, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm saved, but I will provide some self-defense for myself if necessary. But he puffs up again, and I realize the situation is escalating, and he's definitely agitated, irritated, whatever. So I digress and I back down. I don't say anything else. But I do eyeball my coworker on the other side of him, and I'm like, okay. I gave him the eye that if he jumps, it's on and popping, and you need to be ready. But I did not say anything else to him. I just eyeballed him, and it felt like an eternity, but it was probably only a few seconds, but it felt like forever. We were eyeballing, looking at each other, because I was waiting to see what he was gonna do, because you don't turn away when you're dealing with cray-cray. So I was waiting to see what was gonna happen, and he finally turned and went into the laboratory. And I thought, okay, cool. But I looked at my coworker and I said, he getting off. He is getting up off of here, because I am not finna fly 30,000 feet in the air, 40,000 feet in the air with no cray-cray. I ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. So anyhow, the guy gets off. We can get him off the plane and everything, and the rest of the flight, everything is uneventful. But y'all, that happened back in 2020, back when the pandemic was just big. Not that it's gone away now, but that was really big when everybody was wearing masks and stuff. And a lot of people were irritated, agitated, whatever you want to call it. So I say all that to say that it just dawned on me today at this moment, the meaning behind what that guy said. And I truly believe that it was a word from God. Because the Lord uses everybody. He can use, and I hate to use the word use, but he can work through people of all caliber. He can work through the good, the bad, the ugly. He can work through the unsaved when he wants to give a message to his son or daughter. And in this situation, I think he was sending me a message. With all the stuff that's going on in this world, the cray-cray, the wars, the people treating each other bad, the people operating on complete feelings. Oh, this is how I feel today. This is what I want to be called today. This is how I think things should be because this is the way I feel. And as we all know, feelings change from day to day, and it's very hard to operate and live based on your feelings. So, it makes for a very chaotic world. And those words resonated with me today because I haven't been perfect. I have not been totally committed to reading my word every day and really studying and taking seriously everything that God says in his word. I admit it. Like I haven't told y'all, this channel is about growing spiritually together. I ain't perfect. Ain't nobody perfect up in here. Ain't nobody perfect up in here. And that guy almost experienced my imperfectness. But anyhow, ain't nobody perfect. So we're all growing. And that's why God is continuing to speak to us when we open our ears to listen. Unfortunately, it's taken me a year and a half to get what he was saying. But he reminded me that this life ain't no game, bro. This is not a game. The time we have here on earth is serious. Sure, we can have fun, we can do things, but the time we have here is serious. And there's no jacking around and doing the things that I like, the things that make me happy, but doing the will of God and really focusing on the purpose of why he put me here. That is what I should be striving for every day, and finding ways to give him glory and reading his word, staying connected to him so that he can give direction and wisdom and discernment in all situations. So those God's way of reminding me this ain't no game. We're not going to be on earth forever. There's another place for those who are saved. So for those of you who are saved, take it seriously, the gift that God has given us, and utilize it to go touch others' lives, to make the most of this time on earth and live for eternity here on earth. So that's my message today. That's what resonated with me today. I am so baffled and a little disappointed in myself that it's taken a year and a half. But on the flip side of that, I am so grateful that God kept me here to realize the reality of that statement that God made. And from this day forward, I will continually grow and change spiritually and take seriously this life and this time that I have now to do God's will, to do the purpose he called me to do, to lift up others, love God, and love people. So guys, I'm not gonna make this long. Thank you so much for joining me here in the Rock House. Sorry it's dark back there, but on the other side of this, that's my view. Some of y'all may know where this is, but like, share, subscribe. Let's continue to all grow together. Guess what? Oh, I gotta tell y'all this. We have 62 subscribers. So those 2 people have turned into 62. I am so proud of you guys. I'm so proud that there are so many people that want to grow together. And because of that, I am more focused, more determined to bring you better and more intense, steady content from God's Word. Y'all have a great and awesome and amazing day. And I will see you again. As always, I love ya. Peace. This ain't no game, bro.